Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming with a Dad. I'm the dad, Steve.
Who?
This is Zach, the gamer.
You use that controller, Steve. Thanks everybody for watching.
So speaking of companies designed to lose money, I heard a rumor that Google is getting rid of the Chrome store.
Like the web-based store that they have.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen that anywhere, but it would make sense. Sure. It's all the stuff that they do is open source, so it would be easy just to make like an APK or whatever. I don't know what it is on the. Guys, glittery. Okay. I don't know what it is for the Chrome web store. APKs are for phones, but it could be easy to make one of the plugins. So.
Yeah, I was trying to map out what their business plan was in my head today. You know, I had my red.
Google?
Yeah, I had my red strings going from board to board. You know, getting really deep into conspiracy. And I was like, so let's see if we can make sense of this, make heads or toe of this situation.
So, updating my new mouse. I'm kind of enjoying it so far.
Dude, I totally stopped talking. I was supposed to be talking. So, I was trying to figure out what Google's plan was here. So, if we just kind of go through it, right? Just follow me. So, they released the Pixelbook, right? For no apparent reason. No one asked for it, but they released it anyway. A Chrome OS device with an i5 to i7 in it, and then they're getting ready to discontinue it, right? So then they released Google Stadia, a streaming service no one asked for, and they're getting ready. They'll probably discontinue that soon. But now they're working with Steam for Steam support on something that isn't Google Stadia that they're not talking about. And I'm like, was this all just like a long gambit for them to release some type of console?
Well, I mean, Google's notorious for this. You know that, right?
Yeah, I remember. You remember the whole glasses debacle, right?
Yes, I wanted a pair of those so bad. I actually recently looked for one, see if there was still one out there, maybe for sale.
You can't. No one sells their betas. This dude had his up for like $4,000 on eBay.
I was willing to pay an amount. It wasn't that much, but it would probably be more than I'd be willing to admit to get the glasses. And I could not find them anywhere for something what I deemed to be reasonable.
Well, good news for you is, man, it's a good thing you didn't do that because they canceled support for those for quite some time. You might not even be able to tether it to your phone at this point.
I bet you I could.
You probably could, but would it be worth it? Hey, look at you all the way up there, dude. I'm on my way.
I'm in the same spot.
I know I died.
I know.
But yeah, I'm just wondering if that was the long play here, you know?
So that wasn't even my thought there. What about Google Hangouts?
Oh, yeah. What was that? We're like...
Right? That was the replacement for Facebook that just never was, right?
Yeah. Did you ever use Google Hangouts?
Maybe once or twice. Oh, I mean Google Plus. Right? Google Hangouts were okay, right? Google Hangouts are still used to
Google
this
Plus.
day, actually.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Google Plus.
Yes.
Trash, right? Like...
Horrible.
Not good.
So bad.
What else? Google has run a bunch of companies. I mean, but like, all those companies do that. Cisco is notorious for doing that. They did it with, remember those flip cameras that were like the most successful camera on the market for a few years?
Yeah.
Cisco bought those and ran that company into the ground.
Yeah, remember who bought Nikon? Remember that shit? Windows. Yeah, that was
Nikon?
Yeah, not Nikon.
Is the most popular.
No. Windows bought some fucking not failed. Literally bought some camera company for the Windows Phone. And it was supposed to be a huge deal. I'm almost positive it had something to do with Nikon. You remember the Windows Phone, right? They released an attachment for one of their phones for like a high-powered camera. It was like the only thing they did that was kind of smart, and then that shit just went away.
Yeah, these companies are notorious for this. It's what they do. So,
dude, are you gonna go see Mulan in theaters?
No. No, I don't have children. There's no reason for me to go see that movie.
I don't think this is a kid's movie, to be honest with you. What the?
Mulan? Yeah, definitely a kid's movie. It's a Disney movie, is it not?
No, it's like this is like about warlords coming into China and stuff, man. There's nothing.
Oh, hey, Vaughn is here. Is this the guy with just his underwear? Yes, it is. This guy's hilarious.
Back up.
Come up here, dude. It's fun up here. There's a lot of loot. Like, I'm looting everything right now. You're not getting anything.
You're not looting anything.
Dude, there's so much loot up here. It's crazy.
Shut up,
anyway,
Zach.
back to my mouse. I kind of like my mouse so far. I was talking to you about this maybe during the podcast.
Just kind of? That's not really.
Oh, I don't ever super like anything. You should know that. I'm never entirely satisfied with anything ever, really. Dude, there's so many side quests that we just didn't do.
Thank God. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Not a big side quest guy, are you?
No, I am. Just not for this game, dude.
You know what game might be fun to play?
game
It's a game
is that?
called Remnant from the Ashes. It's like a co-op. I think it's co-op. I think it's definitely co-op. First-person shooter Dark Souls. That was pretty sweet. I turned right around at the time where you jumped off. You're like,
Let's roll!
Duke boys got themselves in a little bit of trouble here.
The Duke boys. You're not allowed to talk about those guys anymore.
Did they get canceled too?
They've been canceled. The show
The Dukes of
came on-
Hazzard?
came on thousands of years ago, right? And
Dukes of Hazzard was a good show though.
remember the movie?
The one with
Johnny Knoxville.
Yes! Oh my god, yes. Dude, I can't believe they're making another Jackass.
That's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be amazing. You get Fat Bam. Oh, I'm so excited. You know Bam's fat now?
Is he fat? He was a sick skater when he was I don't care what anyone says. He was a
No,
sick
He was
street skater
sick,
and sick
bro.
brick skater, man.
Bro, he was sick. Like, there's a okay, I somehow came through with my
Yeah, I
cycling.
saw that. That was crazy.
I am the GOAT. Yeah, dude, he was like, but you know what he was the best at? He was legitimately the best at skating transitions.
Yeah.
There
I
was
would
no,
agree
for
with
a
that.
long time, there was no one better than him at skating transitions because he grew up in near Philly, and Philly has that one park that's built under
Love
the
Park.
bridge that has all the banks, right? I know you
Oh,
said
you're
you
not
had-
that.
it's
Not
not-
Love Park.
No, there's a
Love
park in
Park.
Philly that has a lot of banks. It's very similar to the Brooklyn banks.
Okay.
But it's more bowl based instead of just like up and down the banks, like kind of pipe based, I would say. And that's where he grew up skating. So he was like one of the first people to do like kickflip to nose blunt to kickflip in, like, and be able to actually do that, like. What are we doing? What are you getting at? What's going on over there, Steve? I need a play-by-play of what's going on.
I have no idea. There's a fat woman on the screen. I mean, there's a larger woman on the screen.
What's Ellie?
Oh man, there's a bunch of little people with guns now.
Are they attacking you?
Yes.
Are they being mean to Steve?
Well, they're definitely not trying to convert me.
To a little person?
Yes.
They're just taking your legs? That'd be pretty fun,
Yeah.
actually.
It's a way of life.
You see, we insert here and cut off at the meniscus. All right.
There's a tour here. Don't worry, I'll handle that. There you are,
Come
buddy.
here to join the party. I wanted to do the Gears thing on the way in, but I'm going to save the viewers at home. The viewers at large.
I heard someone talking about Gears the other day, the game Gears, and the way they were describing it, I was like, man, I think I had like my first snooty moment where I was like, you don't sound like you're good at that game, man. I was like, you don't. I was like, everything you just said does not sound like it should have been a problem in a 5v5 game. Like, you should have dominated that situation. Maybe you're just
Some
not
people
good. Maybe you're just not good at it.
Yeah, some people just aren't good, dude. So, did you watch any of the Call of Duty League this weekend?
No, but I did watch some highlights, and you're right. It peaked at 100,000. Actually, went a little bit over. And,
Yeah, like 110 or so.
But of course, I got into the drama of it all and watching Scump talk about the whole situation. He was like, "Man, these guys have been trolling us all year." He's like, "Of course, I'm gonna gloat a little bit." I'm like, "Good
Yeah,
for you,
he
man."
played really well. He played really well. Formal played classic Formal. You know, it went really, really well.
Formal's like Scottie Pippen on steroids.
No, Formal's the star of that team.
You think so?
Scump is the Scottie Pippen. Scump is the utility player on that team, believe it or not. At one point, Scump was a Slayer, and he made a transition into maybe Black Ops 2 or so, into being a utility player, better than a Slayer. And that's nothing against Scump as far as his game goes, but he made a needed transition at one point in a time in a game that wasn't the same as games in years past, and became the best assist player, best fill player, or utility player in the game.
Nice.
So,
Oh, wait, I meant to ask you a question, man. About... Wait, let's finish up that conversation first. So, peaked at 100,000, right?
yeah, which
People
is
are
better than the initial conversation we had about it.
Yeah, people are really enjoying it, right? It's getting on.
It had a lot of good reviews. Yep.
And
Bad
here's the
ones
next...
at first though too. And they made some new graphics. They made a decision going into Saturday to change the entire UI because no one liked the UI. They weren't showing the scoreboard. They weren't showing player views. So they made a decision to change the UI, and it was a massive improvement. The one thing that they're doing really cool, and I actually really enjoy, and I didn't think I would, is they're doing player walkouts. So the players get to show a little bit of their personality, right? Like they get to walk out like almost like a UFC fighter.
Yeah, a little bit of backstory, a little flair for drama there.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. I don't like, and it's not because she's a woman. I don't like that female announcer. I think they need to get someone else.
I don't know who she is. Like I don't think I've ever seen her before. So I'm kind of in the same boat there with you, right? I like my old guys. So one of the guys that was there, Puckett. And he did some like interviews and he did some stuff. He's one of the OGs. He's one of the guys that like when I was growing up watching this is one of the guys who was like a side caster, right? And he was doing B shows and then he became a caster and then he went on to cast like worlds or champs and like a bunch of different stuff in a bunch of different games. Like it's interesting to see him there because he's doing freelance casting now over a bunch of different games. I think he was involved in some way in the Overwatch League, and it's fun to watch. Courage wasn't there, right?
No, I don't think so. Or at least if he was there, I didn't hear anything about it.
So, but you get the duo of Maven and Merc, right? That's fun. Merc is an ex-pro player, arguably one of the best. I'm gonna describe him in a way that you're probably not gonna understand. One of the best anchor AR players in the older eras. He was really good. Basically, he was really good at manipulating spawns and being able to hold a spot where his team would be able to play. He was just a really good utility player. And he's fun because he has a really good perspective because he knows the game so well inside and out, right?
Right.
So you have to get those. And then Maven's just been a really good caster for a long time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
They put on a good event.